to the development of the area. It is with deep pride and humility that I introduce the guest speaker for this webinar, Mr. Sivasubramanian, co-founder and CEO of 60 Builders and Developers, who has effected considerable changes to the construction industry. 60 Builders and Developers have been in business for over 30 years. I'm proud to say that he is one of our many successful alumni who are leaving an indelible mark on the industry he caters to. Mr. Sivasubramanian is our alumnus from the 1989 batch Civil and Structural Engineering. The group footprint spans sectors such as development of property, management, civil construction, etc. Built on the cornerstone of knowledge, efficient management, and transparency, 60 is well poised to contribute and utilize the growth and development of the sector. A flamboyant personality, Sivasubramanian is the founding member of the Nagartha Chamber of Commerce, a body for creating and empowering entrepreneurs. Their innovation and sincerity has bestowed upon them the ICI Ultratech Award in 2015 for the best built apartment in Trichy. He is an avid reader of books to keep him motivated, personal development, mental stimulation, knowledge, imagination, and creative inspiration, fostering positive attitude. His favorite authors include Dale Carnegie, Stephen Covey, Brian Tracy, and Benjamin Hardy. We all know he's a tough guy too because he's a marathoner. Our distinguished speaker, with his combination of academic knowledge and practical know-how, will take us through specific challenges and inventive ways to overcome the same. He will also touch upon identifying key profit drivers in terms of products and inspire ABN members towards evolving success strategies to benchmark your business. During the webinars, he will be addressing topics that are of current relevance and critical to building profitable future. I'm not going to extend my welcome address because I would like Sivasubramanian to take over. Hope you will all have a very engaging and enriching day that's beneficial for the future of your careers and the industry at large. Thank you all. Over to Sivasubramanian.
Thank you so much, Kobi, for the nice introduction. What I can probably tell you is what not to do. That much I know. I'm for sure. I can tell you all that that shouldn't be done. So, adile periya success na adha adu therinjikitale the rest is easy. So when I got in Annamalai University was a life-changing experience. I mean, that's where I learned everything there. See, I was very raw. I just finished school, very in a protected environment. You know, I didn't know. I didn't have any exposure at all. Nothing much that I knew. So, Annamalai University admission, my dad couldn't accompany me. So he said, so I was all alone. So he said, go take a room and then refresh yourself and go to the admission process, get it done. So I came there. The train came around 4:30 to Chidambaram, and okay, I was searching for a room. I just walking down, searching for a room. And exposure illa, enda hotel edukradhu edume theriyadhu. So I just kept walking. Koil tower therinjadhu. So I was just walking towards the tower, towards the temple. Then I thought, okay, nime room alla edukka vanda, anga poi koil poi kulichittu appadi fresh pannu poidalam appadina. So that was my turning point, you know, getting at Annamalai University and Nataraja temple or koil kolathula kulichittu. That's how I came and that's how it was. And see, college was a great experience. And evlo adhaadu romba kashtappattu padichonna solradha vida en friend solluvan eppadi nama padichona Sabamuthu Natarajan and Chakpal will know you'll have a brief video of them. They'll just say, no, how hard we studied and so on. Just for a small video.
அவனை நினைச்சா ஒரு 5-6 வரி எழுதியிருக்கிறேன். எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பாரு. காலங்காத்தால தூங்கி.
Can you hear the video? Okay.
Sir, video is not visible.
Okay. I'll say what Sabha had said in that small video clip. So he was saying, Siva வந்து காலையில நல்லா வந்து குளிச்சிட்டு நல்லா
வந்துருச்சு சார். இப்போ வந்துருச்சு. Now the video is on.
தூங்கி எந்திரிச்ச உடனே குளிச்சு முழுகி நீக்கா உட உடுத்தி டிஃபன் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு டீ குடிச்சிட்டு ட்ரிம்மா முதல் பெஞ்சில் உட்காந்து டீச்சர் ஆரம்பிச்ச உடனேயே தூங்குவ பார்த்தியா, அந்த அழகை என்னென்ன சொல்றது. ஆனா கல்லூரிக்கு பிறகு கதையே வேறு. சூரியன் மாதிரி தூங்காம ஓடிக்கிட்டே இருக்கியே ராசா. கட்டுமான துறையில கட்டுக்கட்டா சம்பாதிக்க முடியலையோ அப்படின்னு நீ வருத்தப்பட்டாலும் கட்டுக்கோப்பா தொழில் நடத்துறேன்னு 8 பட்டியும் பேசுது பாத்தியா, அங்கதான் ராஜா விஜயிச்சிட்டார். வட்டி வாங்குற வழியில வந்தாலும் பொட்டி பொட்டியா பணம் சேர்க்கிறத விட தட்டி உதைக்காம தட்டி பறிக்காம முட்டி மோதி முன்னுக்கு வரணும்னு முடிவெடுத்த பாத்தியா, அங்கதான் ராஜா தட்டி கொடுக்கணும்னு தோணுது.
Remember, we all went for the Kamala movie, Amaru Sagodharagam. The whole college literally took ticket in black, and you were the only person I remember. You didn't take ticket in black, and you said you didn't want to spend your father's hard earned money for that, and you went back to the college. And that is, that is the thing that keeps you apart from the crowd, and I still remember. Keep up the good work, and may you become successful. Right?
Yeah, that was how our college days were. So we did everything except study. Yeah, everything we learned. There's a lot of, friends and a lot of experiences. Life-changing 4 years. It was really good. It was. And once I started my business. Yeah. Can you hear? Yeah. Yeah. Once I came in and then started the business with big dreams and big challenges. The first 3 years was good. I made decent progress. And we were into contracts, doing small and medium buildings, but we're not doing big volumes. And the other problem that we were facing was the margins were very thin. It's hardly, we were getting about 7% margins, and all the time the final payment was always on hold. So literally we were actually working, slogging, okay, but not earning much. And we're not able to grow. So I still, but the public had an outlook that நிறைய கான்ட்ராக்டர்ஸ்னா நிறைய நல்லா earn பண்றாங்க, so அவங்களுக்கு பாதி பணம் கொடுத்தா போதும்னா, that was a feeling. And I also still remember, when we were searching for a house, for a rental house in the city, they were not willing to give to a civil engineer and a contractor, because they said you don't have a consistent income. So I said, but I said, I promise you to pay whatever, let's say that was $4,000. I said, I'll give you that money. So they said, no, you don't have a consistent income. And so that is how, that was the kind of thing initial days it was. So then, then into business, we were doing enough work, and then the problem was but getting the final payment. And then I understood, that you can never enforce a contract in India. என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, கடைசியில பேமெண்ட் வரணும்னா சொல்லுவாங்க, சார் இதுல லீக் ஆகுது. அது ஆக்சுவலா பார்த்தா நம்ம எல்லாம் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணி பில்டிங் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டு போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஏசி காரை வந்து உடைச்சிருப்பான், ஆனா அங்க இருந்து லீக் ஆகும். சொன்னா இது லீக் ஆகுது, அது லீக் ஆகுது, இது ஏதாவது வேற யாராவது ஏதாவது டேமேஜ் பண்ணிருந்தா கூட the problem is they will conveniently say the contractor has not done a good job. So then I thought this is not getting me anywhere. I need to do something, to change this. I'm going without direction. And then I figured out, if you do apartments, you can earn a decent revenue for all the efforts that you're putting in. So then we started concentrating on doing apartments. But capital was a big constraint. It was, so we were actually borrowing at high interest rates, and so whatever we are earning, again, it was only paid to the private financiers and probably the banks, and we are not again doing anything. So the most important thing, the lesson that I learned was that you have to borrow at a very, very reasonable interest rate. And we also had some partners, and it was not working out because they didn't share the same passion and the same values. So unless you have a partner who shares the same value, it doesn't make sense to continue for long. at this, but I should also say, நாங்க ட்ரிச்சில வந்து ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட், ஒரு ஹை ரைஸ் வந்து ஒரு கான்ட்ராக்ட் எடுத்திருந்தோம். அப்போ வந்து there was a friend of mine, Sendil, who was also doing contracts. So he was also competing for the same job. So then I thought, okay, that was a challenge then. Then we said, I spoke to Sendil, why should we both compete together? Why should we compete? Instead, can we join and do? So both of us joined, and then we did a good job in Trichy. About 13 floors, probably it's the tallest building in Trichy. So if you find your partner who also is willing to give you the 100%, then it really works. But otherwise, you know, they drag you. Otherwise, if you don't have the right partners, then the growth is not there. The growth is stalled. So we were really working hard, but not, you know, not making big headway. Appa irukumbodhu that I'll just play a video. So this is I'll just play a video, a very short video. Each of this minute, every second is important. Just listen to it. So yeah. Yeah, see, this video was 15 years back. It was actually எனக்கு எழுதுன மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. So I learned that, you know, the problems are everywhere and challenges are there everywhere. You need to know how to face it. So as a song says, you know, life is very short. So make it, be happy, chill. The problems come from everywhere. Just understand how to overcome it. And it says do hard work, and then after some time do smart work, and definitely you'll grow. And they say friends are your strength. So share everything with your friends. Get them. I mean, get your ideas validated with them. And then if you have focus and positivity, they say you can definitely do. You can definitely do wonders. So இதே மாதிரி தான் 15 years முன்னாடி நான் இருந்தப்ப. So this is the I learned from my mistakes. So failure is an experience. Failure is an experience. But it's okay to fail. But we have to quickly, you know, recover from the failure. So I attended a lot of business mastery sessions. Actually, Mahatreya was really helpful, and listening to Brian Tracy videos and all that, it was pretty. So these guys are brilliant. You know, they're brilliant minds. On YouTube, you can get very, very excellent ideas. And see, when you go to those meetings, you get to meet like-minded people, and you also tend to they'll push you out of your comfort zone. So that's very important. Our comfort zone we can never grow. So challenges are the ones that we can actually make us. So that was a fabulous learning from all those business master sessions that I attended. And actually speaking, then we were doing only small and medium buildings. And then in the Mari Konjo, when I pushed myself into bigger buildings, actually I thought it is much easier to do bigger buildings because you have the volume, you have your margins, and you also have people to work for. Bigger construction, people are willing to, the labor contractors, they're willing to work, you know, because they also have something in it. So once on the medium-sized building, there's no growth. So the best thing is to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And these business mastery sessions really helped me. All these guys are amazing. So So they give you just in now on the point so you just have to follow what they say. It's simply so, and then there were powerful insights for us. And then I started to invest in myself, going to those sessions and getting equipped. And then there, I felt that you should be prepared to seize an opportunity, or better still, if you can create an opportunity, there's nothing like that. And then I also understood that being on the bottom of the value chain is not going to help. Is absolutely not going to help, because you are dependent on another builder. I mean, or any other person or any client or any other company to give you the final payment. So you are always dependent on somebody, and somebody decides the margins that you're going to get. And it's a cutthroat competition. Nammaloda competition eppdina, they will ஒரு மேசன் குரூப் மேசனை வச்சுட்டு அவங்க வந்து they will compare the cost startingல சார் மேசன் இவ்வளவுதான் சார் காஸ்ட் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, உங்க காஸ்ட் ஏன் சார் ஹையா இருக்கு. So I felt that there was absolutely no point in doing only contracts. So unless I move to flat promotion, I cannot go anywhere. And they also learned that whatever you're good at, you have to do it more. So I felt that okay, I'm good at construction, so let me do that more, and that's how I got into apartments. So there was a challenge there. See what the challenge was, I was just looking at, can we provide a great house within 45 lakhs with a good spec, with a very good spec and a good and a strategic location. நான் வந்து கஷ்டப்பட்டிருக்கேன், I couldn't find a rental house. So I thought the guys who are now coming shouldn't find this, they should probably own a house when they're 26, 27, 28. So I thought this challenge that what I've gone through, others shouldn't go through. And that was a challenge. And then I zeroed in on Perumpakkam and Madipakkam, where the land is available at a reasonable price, and where we are able to give them a very good quality, very good spec at that kind of a price. And that's how we zeroed in on Perumpakkam. And so then we thought, okay, when you want to grow, we have to innovate. But there was a mind block. Civil engineering, there's not much that we can innovate. That was an obstacle that I had in mind. Actually, so the next thing is to do is have a differentiator. Let us think. So I thought, okay, let me think differently. What is that I can offer different from the market? Something that will really add value to the customers. So we thought, okay, let me design a very good 960 square foot BHK, 2 BHK apartment with a very good spec. And I wanted to give them a 10 by 14 master bedroom. Even before COVID, we wanted a space, a large enough space. I mean, even at 960 square foot, we thought we should have at least a decent space for the master bedroom and a good kitchen and a good living room. So that was that was a challenge which we had good architects design with, and we've done that I think reasonably well. And I also felt that even if you can't do some big changes, innovate panna mudiyalana kuda, what we can do is make some incremental changes, a little better finally leads you to the best. So we started, and so the other problems was the rain or the water. Water was the biggest problem in Chennai. So we thought, okay, let us rainwater harvest panano, and we sunk in bore wells, and we wanted to give them a landscape, and see whatever we have to do, அது வந்து ஒரு Annamalai stamp இருக்கணும். That stamp of quality should be there, and that style should be there. So, and that's how we thought, okay, whatever we do, there must be a stamp, and that's how we started looking at. And the next, again, the problem was getting finance at a reasonable rates. That was a big challenge. Inge vande Mr. Gopalan, our senior, he was in CUB, and when I met him in Singapore convention, I mean, it was God-given blessing. He was there, and he said, I can lend you at a reasonable price. Then he saw all the track record. Then he said it's good, and that's how it was really helpful. Whenever you have some challenges, something, the world conspires to give you the best, and it comes through our own Annamalai alumni. They are there to help. You go everywhere. EB department ponana, anga vande we have our seniors. who are willing to, we are doing everything legally, but we still need a lot of help. So that's where EB department, Mr. Alagappan was there, and my friend Ravi is there, and a lot of people, and Metro Hotel, Mr. Annamalai, a whole lot of people to help, and that's a great support. That's really a great support. Yeah. So then we want to. So the next thing that we was, okay, when we design a house, we thought we should design it for a, like how I wish to have a house. எனக்கு என்ன வேணும் அது மாதிரி பார்த்துட்டு that's how we designed it. And we want to give a great ambience, நல்ல landscapeலாம் பண்ணனும் பார்த்தோம். And so whatever I wanted, I thought I should give it to them at a very, very reasonable cost. So lighting and ventilation was a challenge. I mean, people are building apartments, without proper light and ventilation. So we thought, okay, we should concentrate on those aspects, and we want to give them a good privacy. And we want to give them also a maximum floor area. நிறைய இடத்துல 1,000 square foot apartment இருக்கும், but the actual space was very less. So we thought, no, we should concentrate on giving them the maximum usable area. And we sort of found a formula for that. I mean, we are basically very transparent, and we gave them the best. So that's. So I'll just show a brief video of our last few projects that we have done, and how we have evolved from there, to now. A very about 4-minute video will show the last few projects that we have done.
What we started way back in 1984 as rebuilders, as a profession, has now become an obsession and has evolved into Srishti. Srishti denotes creation. Srishti is promoted by professionals who believe in creating homes which people would cherish for a long time. We create exclusive designer apartments to cater to the generation next, who aspire for world-class living standards. Quality control is our USP. We follow good construction practices and use quality materials which enhances the life of our edifices. Srishti's Green Blitz is the place if you're looking for a safe home. Absolutely safe. No waterlogging. Designed and conceived by experts with 25 years of experience in the construction industry, and executed by professionals who are passionate and understand construction. The apartment is well designed and spacious. The living room has nice large French doors to give you plenty of light and a breath of fresh air. The floor is an elegant Somali vitrified tiles, which enriches the ambience by its sheer beauty.
I'm ready.
The kitchen has granite counters on all 3 sides, and a separate utility with a stainless steel sink and an exclusive space for the washing machine. The master bedroom gives you luxury of space, a real big one for the master to relax after a hard day's work. It is well ventilated with large, elegant aluminum powder-coated windows. The children's bedroom is cozy and comfortable. Your rest room will be a masterpiece, a work of art. You will be the artist who will be creating it. You have a range of designs to choose from, and you can experiment with wonderful patterns to create your own masterpiece. Lush green gardens, well landscaped to give a soothing effect. The children will have a play area, and the OSR will have a basketball hoop and a walking promenade. Srishti, greenways, redefining living with the discerning user and the astute investor.
Yeah. So that was the buildings that we had recently done, and there was one more challenge that we had faced. See, as per Vastu, everybody wants a flat which is facing east. So அவங்க main door வந்து they want a flat which is facing east. அப்ப அவங்களோட bedrooms வந்து and of course southwestல தான் they want the master bedroom. What happens is, and because of the heat, there's a lot of heat there, and it's not very comfortable. So west wall we want to do something that can give them a better insulation protection heat. So then we thought, okay, let's use Puratham clay block. So whatever was a challenge, we converted that into an opportunity. And okay, we thought, okay, we can find some product. So it's not every challenge has a solution. And we found some product. We found that Puratham clay brick actually reduces a lot of heat. And that was AC only. If you're running for about 6 hours, now they can run it just for 3 to 4 hours. So that was a big learning for us, and that's how. And then we want to give the customer a good experience. So we gave them a Kohler sanitary ware. Imagine we were selling at about 4,000 rupees, and we were giving them a Kohler sanitary ware with a pressure pump, with a nice shower. And it is all unimaginable at those kind of prices. It's very, but we want to give the customer an experience. And we also, we were spending a lot of money on the rainwater harvesting system also. We were initially doing bow wells. So then we thought we will do open wells. Now we started doing open wells. We are doing even 10 to 12 feet of 16 feet open well, getting all the rainwater collected into the open well, and that really helps. Another 10-15 days and the open well it really serves the purpose. So we concentrated on each and every aspect, right from the Puratham block, and we're getting very good concrete and giving them the best, and rainwater harvesting, which is very simple but very, very important. So we thought, okay, we should give the customer some value, and we also wanted a lot of greenery. But the challenge was under greenery water pandrathu. We didn't have the water. Then we thought, okay, we went in for an automated STP plant, which is a little expensive, but it's worth the money, because we are able to get very good treated water, which we can use it. We can use it for the gardening and also garden. And even now we've started using it. We started using it. We're going to use it for the next project for flushing as well, for the flushing as well. See, so we don't sell anything. Our customers sell for us because they're happy with the product. So they're happy with the product, and that's how the customer sells it for us. I'll just play a short video of the customer testimonial that we have.
Hi, I'm Prakash, working as a software manager, and this is my wife, Vishal, Shravan, and my mom. We bought a house at Srishti Greenwood.
So initially, when we were planning to buy a home, we were looking around almost 50 projects in and around this area in Medavakam, Sevencheri, but I got really impressed with this project for two main reasons. Usually in an apartment, people don't give you privacy. Like there will be common walls between two houses, and whenever you open a window, you'll be able to look into other people's house balcony. But in this project we built, it was entirely different. There are 56 houses here, but I have never seen any one of them to any of my window. I feel it's totally, I have total privacy in my house, as well as the lighting. All the other facilities in the apartment are really excellent. I'm totally satisfied with whatever they have given us. We have been here for almost 2 years now and I have no complaints. Totally happy with the warm welcome reception. Whenever I get to enter the office, the builder also is really a very nice person who helps us the most.
To share what I feel, like Shiva sir has never been like a builder. He's like more of a friend and a well-wisher. He has always been supportive of all that we have been doing as a community. And to me, like it's always the amount of natural light that comes in to my home, and it's being filled with the positive energy. So that is all I'm most impressed with.
Suresh Kumar, my wife, Kelil. Suresh Kumar, my wife, Kelil Nagai. I'm Srishti Greenwoods, D307. Suresh Kumar, my wife, Kelil Nagai. I'm Srishti Greenwoods, D307. It's been 2 years. We are living there happily. என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் the Srishti builders, they never felt that this is just a project to make business. They feel it is their passion. Not from the owner side. On the statement, when we say it is, we would say they feel this as a baby. Project ஒரு குழந்தையை எப்படி வளர்க்குறோமோ அந்த மாதிரி தான் அவங்க வந்து constructed this house from the start to end. When the builder owner, if he is trying to do something, it is not just coming from him, it is coming from the team. So, in the quality issue, they see it as their own problem. They see it from customer angle. They fix it immediately. This house is an amazing one. We feel all positive things. I don't think anybody heard anything bad about this house. We are feeling that in the area in fact ஒரு famous builder கிட்ட villa book பண்ணிட்டு வந்துட்டு then we cancelled that villa booking and then and we never felt that we did something wrong. I could say it is an amazing thing to buy a flat in Srishti.
மாடல் அபார்ட்மெண்ட் பார்த்த உடனேவே ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருச்சு. மற்ற பில்டர்ஸோட மாடல் அபார்ட்மெண்ட் பார்த்தப்ப கூட எங்களுக்கு அவ்வளோ பெருசா அந்த இது இல்லை. இங்க ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்தது. அப்புறம் புக் பண்ணிட்டோம். இங்க சிருஷ்டில சிவா சார் மட்டும் கிடையாது, கீழே ஒர்க் பண்றவங்களுமே ரொம்ப ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி. ஏதோ ஒரு இஷ்யூன்னு சொல்லி நம்ம போனோம்னா ரொம்ப நல்லா பண்றாங்க. ஸோ அது சொல்லியே ஆகணும். we are happy. ஒரு வீடு வந்து மூவிங் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு 1 yearல நம்மளுக்கு வந்து நிறைய மைனஸ் தெரிய ஆரம்பிக்கும். பட் இந்த இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா போக போக ரொம்ப நிறைய இன்னும் இது அழகா இருக்கு, இது நல்லா இருக்கு அப்படின்னு ரொம்ப எல்லாம் பிடிக்க ஆரம்பிக்குது. ரொம்ப நல்ல இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் அப்படின்னா
ஒவ்வொன்றும் வந்து பார்த்து பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அந்த குவாலிட்டி தான் வந்து மேட்டர்ஸ், ரைட்? ஸோ as though they are going to live in the apartment, that's how they design the house also. In fact, நீங்கள் ஒரு சின்ன விஷயம் பார்த்தோன்னா, நானே போய் நிறைய பேர்த்த கூப்பிட்டு வந்து காமிச்சிருக்கேன். இந்த அப்பார்ட்மெண்ட் வந்து வீடு வாங்குங்க, நாங்களும் 2-3 வீடு ரெஃபர் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்கோம், வாங்கி கொடுத்துருக்கோம். Actually, we all say we feel proud of buying a house here and living there. Thank you so much. We have to thank the Siva Builders team for giving us a home, not just a big house.
Yeah, just a 1 minute last video.
என் பேர் வரதராஜன். குவாலிட்டி ஆஃப் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன், அப்புறம் லிவிங் ஸ்பேஸ், இங்க இருக்கிற எந்த இதுலையுமே இல்லாத அளவுக்கு லிவிங் ஸ்பேஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அதே மாதிரி வந்து ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்பேஸ், காரிடார் ஸ்பேஸும் சரி ரொம்ப அதிகமாக வேஸ்ட் பண்ணாம என்ன வேணுமோ அந்த அதே சமயத்தில் நல்லா ஒய்டாகவும் இருக்கு. அதே சமயத்தில் வந்து உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஸ்பேஸும் நல்ல வேஸ்ட் பண்ணாமல் ஆக்குபை பண்ணுறது நல்லா கிளீனாக கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அதே மாதிரி இப்போ 1 or 2 ஃபிளாட்ஸ் நான் பார்த்தேன் இப்போ ரீசெண்டாக ஒரு 2 to 3 yearsல அந்த வால்ஸ்லாம் சீப்பேஜ் வர ஆரம்பிச்சிருது. பட் அது மாதிரி எந்த ப்ராப்ளமும் இல்லை. அதே மாதிரி அவர் சிவா சார்கிட்ட நாங்கள் ஏதாவது ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் எடுத்துட்டு போய் as a builder is very nice gentleman.
See, NDTV also had actually suggested our project at Perumbakam. They said that's one of the best buildings, and there's a very small half-a-minute clipping in Hindi. Yeah. That's okay, Louis. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. We know the next. Okay, leave it. Yeah. The next one.
ग्रीन वुड्स और यहाँ पर कीमत है 3,650 रुपए पर स्क्वायर फुट और 2 BHK का साइज है 1,087 से लेकर 1,300 स्क्वायर फुट तक.
Yeah. So when the going was good, actually we had established ourselves well. The going was good, but you know what happened? 2015 floods on everybody said, "Yo, Perumbakamla வந்து நிறைய தண்ணி flooding ஆகும், water flooding நிறைய இருக்கும் அப்படினா." Actually, எங்க part of Perumbakam was not affected at all. It was actually really good. There's no problem there. The problem was with global hospitals. Global hospital பக்கத்துல தான் it was a low-lying area, so the water used to stagnate. But the general perception was எல்லா இடத்துலயும் வந்து newspapers வந்து floodingனா first பெரும்பாக்கம் தான் வரும். So that was a big challenge to அந்த mindset எப்படி convert பண்றது, how to tell people that we cannot spend too much on advertising that பெரும்பாக்கம் is still safe na kuda people may not believe. But what happened actually was Casa Grande launched a project which is about 640 apartments. So they started advertising. And people started coming there, but because they had too many apartments, they even lowered the price. They were selling it for a lesser price. So there was a challenge. There there. It was a little difficult time then. So actually, but this proved to be a big blessing, because whoever came to Casa Grande after coming there, at least about 20% of them visited our site, because they could see the quality. There's something that convinced them. And then they saw the quality, they came in, they walked in, and we had a good number of bookings. So every time Casa Grande is giving an ad, it really was helping me. So that way, every challenge was, we need to see, all that I had to do was I had to cut down on 50 to 75 rupees on the cost. So I thought, okay, let me save on the interest. Either cost cut panikalam, interest save panikalam, let's sell it. And so that's how, so every challenge has its own advantages. I mean, we can convert it to an advantage. Yeah, I'll just show you a small thing of the new projects that we are just currently doing. We are now coming up with about 230 apartments at Perumbakam, and the first phase consists of about 110 apartments. first phase consists of 110 apartments and 20 villas. And the next one is we're going to do at Madipakam. We're going to launch it shortly. There are two projects that we're going to launch at Madipakam. So this is the one at Madipakam. There are two blocks. So one is 45 units, the other is 65 units. So this consists of basement still plus 5 floors. And the 2 BHK is about 969 square foot. And it's priced around 49 lakhs. And the 3 BHK is about 1,510 square foot and priced around 77.5 lakhs. It is all inclusive of registration, all that. And we're also coming up with villas. We have 20 villas there. And see, during the COVID, then we thought, there was a challenge again. We were not too sure how the market will react to the villas so then we thought, okay, we will make it as plots. So we now be giving a flexible option. So we thought, okay, either we give them as plot or somebody wants to construct it, we'll construct it and give it to them as villas. So we need to, whatever the situation, we need to see how it can be slightly modified in order to suit those needs. Yeah, this is the project at Perupakam we're just launching. This is one at Madipakam. This has got about 21 apartments and still plus 5 floors. And the 2 BHK is about 958 square foot, which is priced around 68 lakhs. And 3 BHK is about 1,310 square foot, which is priced about 90 lakhs. And this is another project which is almost done and design is over. So it may take about 3 to 4 months time for us to launch this project at Madipakam. So here again we have 36 units, and the 2 BHK is about 1,045 square foot. This is around price will be about 70 lakhs. Yeah, and I just want to give a small overview, what I personally feel will happen to the real estate. Yeah. So see what there are a lot of people. A lot of us would have given buildings on rental. So the best thing would be to have a meeting between the landowner and the tenant and come to an amicable agreement and with a win-win situation for all. So if you have given avoid litigation. Even if you are a tenant or if you're a lessee or a lessor, avoid litigation. Talk to the owners, or if you are the landowner, talk to them, get into an understanding, see how best this can be, the challenge can be shared or mitigated, and then when good times are there, then you can always get the full rent back. And residential apartments, see, I would say this would be the best time to buy, because home loan rates are at the least now. It's about 6.8%, which has never been never ever you have had this rate. And I predict that sales will take off in the next 3 to 4 months' time, when things will settle down and people are sure. See, even now there are not many retrenchments. So hopefully, hardly about 5 to 7% retrenchments there. So definitely things will be back, and at the 4 months' time, we can see a lot of normalcy and a lot of things picking up. Everything will be back to normal. And so what would be important is the emphasis to be laid on the good design. We need to have a good cross ventilation, good balconies. So you can't keep running the AC all the time because you need a lot of fresh air. So we need to design those apartments in such a way that there's plenty of fresh air coming into your apartment. That will be that's going to be one overriding factor which would make others choose your apartment. So if we are above the rest, definitely there's a market for us. All that we have to do is give them a good quality, make sure they're happy, and we'll certainly able to sell. Yeah, and mid-size apartment, I don't figure. 45 to 70 lakhs will certainly there'll be good takers for that. And for the land, I personally feel that there might be a small dip in land prices. And if you're getting land at a good price, this is a good time to buy, because there will not be a major correction. Probably the correction could be not very big. So if you're actually able to get something for the lesser price, go for it. This is the best time to buy. And see, there's a huge opportunity in industrial sheds and warehousing. In warehousing, you can expect an 8% return on investment on the construction cost. For the don't don't expect any return on the land for now. I mean, you will get only on 8% on the construction cost, and land shouldn't be taken into calculation for calculating the ROI. And there is a possibility some electronic, which is really started happening. Some electronic manufacturing and automobile could see some shift from China to India. So thereby, there's a possibility for industrial chains, slightly some activity coming up. So definitely, I mean, some manufacturing is a good. That's a good place to invest in the industrial chains and warehousing. Yeah, and I'll just yeah. So I feel there's a sure shot formula for success is it's achieving success is a science. It's not a magic. There's a step-by-step process which one can achieve with a little bit of focus and discipline. All we have to do is make your subconscious mind work for you. We should be really aware of what we are doing, how we are. Just that awareness, I think, would definitely make a lot of difference. See, subconscious mind, when you have a problem, just put it in your subconscious mind, and probably I think just leave it for some time, and definitely within 2-3 days time, you will definitely come up with a solution. Just give it some time for your mind to when it relaxed and when a subconscious mind is working, certainly you will get a solution. It is as simple as that. All you have to do is train your mind to work for you, train your subconscious mind to work for you. And another important aspect is, see, there's an 80% 20% formula where we are putting in all our time on, we are putting 80% of our time and effort on something that's earning only 20% revenue. So I feel that, I mean, that's where we're going wrong. So let's figure out what is our core strength, what is our, where we're getting our bread and butter from. So let's concentrate on that aspect, where we're getting our 80% revenue. You put in a time, you're certain to succeed. There's absolutely no doubt about that. And as Mahatria says, you have to see how quickly you can adapt to a transition. See, now it is a challenge. COVID is a challenge. So then you need to go. There'll be a lot of transition that you'll have to make, and how quickly you're able to make the transitions, that will define your success. So see, life is designed like that. And Vijay Patamari, life is designed in such a way. See, you don't invite problems and challenges for you, but when it comes, let us face it. So all that we have to do is be prepared. Be prepared. We have a clear mind and work on it. And and for that you have to put yourself in an environment, in a good conducive environment, something like like ABN, where a lot of entrepreneurs meet and where you have some brilliant minds, getting through. See, they say your income is the average income of 5 people you are interacting with. So that's very important. You need to choose the people that you are with. Always be surrounded with with very motivated, positive people. That'll definitely make a big change there. And every world successful trainer says, focus on your well-being. 1 hour of exercise, 1 hour of yoga. See, it could be just about 30 minutes of exercise, 30 minutes of yoga, and probably 10 minutes of meditation. That will do a lot of good. And that's what every successful trainer says. And see, there's one thing that during the COVID, Success Gyan did, they had interviews with a lot of world-class trainers. The video is still there in Facebook. Go to Success Gyan, Facebook, and you have a lot of world-class trainers like Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy gives you, he breaks it up into little points. He gives you all that you have to do. You have to blindly keep following that with a focus and discipline. And Kumaravel was one absolutely brilliant session with Success Gyan, and Rajiv Talreja. That he's again a brilliant trainer. So what we have to do, see, as an entrepreneur, we don't get into trainings at all. Whereas the corporates, they train their executives. They give them a lot of training. They keep them motivated. But as entrepreneurs, we fail to do that. So I think the most important point would be, as an entrepreneur, get into. I mean, anyway, you could probably see YouTube, or you could go to a session and be always surrounded with people who can really give you a lot of brainstorming. There's a lot of brainstorming, and that stuff will, I think, will be really helpful. And always create a transformational relationship. Don't go for a transactional relationship with anybody, be it your client, be it anybody. Don't go for a transactional relationship. Let it be, let it be very transformational. And when we see the first 10, 15 years, I was really working hard, very passionate. But okay, with some direction, we can make money, success will come. When you do it passionately, it's bound to come. With all that we need is good direction. And always provide more value to your clients. Be a giver, not a taker. This is my, I think this is my learning from all that I've, with all the experiences that I had. Initially it was really tough. But the challenges, I thought with all these trainers and all that, it can really help. You can change it. That's what we can definitely change it. Yeah, at this juncture, I'd like to thank all the alumni who have really helped me. Manikam of Chettinad Health City, they've been giving quite a few good projects and supporting us. And my classmate Mayappan bought an apartment long back, when we were still establishing ourselves. And I like to also thank Balaji Emperor Lifts. We have used his lifts. This guy is an amazing guy. What should I say? Somebody, who has paid all his staff during COVID. No other company, I think, would have paid their staff the full salary, except for Balaji. That's how he takes care of his team. And Annamalai was there. We had also jointly developed this property. And my classmate Venkatesh, and then Rajendran, who has bought an apartment from me, and Sendil Span Constructions and Murli, they both, we jointly worked in the project at Trichy. And Murli and Sendil really put in heart and soul for that project, to get it done. And again, my classmate Murugappan, who was also doing a few projects for me. And then Muttu, VS Hospitals, and CT Ramsamy, Blue Shift. Ramsamy does all the promotional, advertisement, everything for us. He takes care. Wonderful. Very professional guy. So, really professional job from all the Annamalai University guys. And also thank Mr. Chidambaram, who has been giving me some, we have constructed their office, their warehouses, and Kannan of ABI, he's also worked with us. And as I said, Mr. Gopalan, City Union Bank, he's been pretty helpful in giving us loans at a reasonable interest rates, which is it's a very important thing for the business to run. And my friend Krishnamurthy, who's in CMRL, and see Annamalai of Giant Jewelers, I buy all my jewelry from Annamalai and Smart Diamonds Ramnath. Those two are the people, I don't have to look for anything outside. First in Annamalai University, yaar irukanga adha paathuட்டு avanga enna product vechirukanga adha paathuட்டு enak adliye vandu avanga adli illana then I go to the next one. So they are there everywhere. And also like to thank my classmate Ravi, who's an executive engineer TNB, been very helpful, and Mr. Alagappan, and Mr. Who's been the ex-director, and Mr. Arunmuli. And see, everywhere I find that alumni network has been a very strong network, and everywhere we go, probably we may not know that they are there, but everywhere you go, you have an alumni there. So that is, I think, a huge strength of support, which no other university would probably likely to have. And my parting thing will be the best way to predict the future is to create it. That's the best way to predict the future. There's no other way that you can predict it. So it is up to us to create it. Thank you guys for the session. And I would, just over 2 minutes, I would like my friend Venkatesh and Rajendran to share their testimonial, their perception of the project that we have done with them. Now Venkatesh probably can. Venkatesh? Or Rajendran, can you share, Rajendran?
Yeah, sure. Am I audible?
1 minute, I'll just unmute.
Yeah, sir, I have unmuted Mr. Venkatesh. You can go ahead, sir.
Okay. So, moment Shiva told me that he's going to address an gathering of all alumni from Annamalai, I said, Shiva, I would like to speak a few words there because that would be the right forum for me to express my thoughts about how I went to Shiva and what Shiva means to me. For me, actually, Shiva starts with the first name called trustworthiness, the middle name is Shiva, and the last name is quality. So the moment we hand over, my father was looking for converting his land or his house into a apartment. I couldn't think beyond Shiva, and then I contacted him. And after our discussions, I think the moment we had our process finalized, then he becomes the landowner. It's not just the power of attorney alone. It goes beyond that. He takes care of, and I've not seen a builder who comes and stands in the night when the roof concreting is being done. So that was the commitment Shiva brought into the project. Mine was not a very big project compared to what he did in Perumbakam and other places. It is a small project, but still, every project means like it is his own project for him. And by the end of the project, it is not just Shiva that was a friend, was a family friend to us. Shiva's family also became a friend to us. And in fact, the Perumbakam project also, I need to tell, my daughter was doing her architecture, and when they wanted to go and visit an apartment, I suggested this Perumbakam apartment. And after they visited that, their professor just mentioned that this apartment is very well designed, such that no house will complain that I don't have sunlight coming into my even one of my room. And the aeration that was designed, taken care in Perumbakam project. Wow, that was really great. And that happened to be closer to my office. And I've visited at least a couple of times. I've taken some friends also there to see that. And even recently, as last week, somebody came and asked me, I want a contact name of a builder whom I can trust. I just passed on Shiva's number, and I think they have been interacting with him. So that is what Shiva means to me, trustworthiness and quality being the first and the last names. So I would always say that it is TSQ, like TQM.
Thank you, Vintesh. Rajendran, a few words, just a short one.
Yeah, Shiva. Thank you. It all started 5 years back. I still remember the day, right? I think one of our classmates, Udayapan, was here, and we all met for a dinner. And in the normal conversation, we are just exchanging what we are doing. And Shiva said he is building a flat in Perumbakam. That's all. That moment, there is some persons you can blindly trust. That's how I went into this. I never had an idea of buying that house, but when I saw the brochures and other things, I immediately decided I should buy the house. And he told me the price. I just gave a price. It all happened in 1 week's time, right? Like some of the people said in the videos, right? I didn't go in search of 50, 60 projects. I just had a trust in one person because I've been seeing him from the college days. So just blind trust. And now I'm here living in Perumbakam in this apartment as a happy customer. And I will vouch for whatever Shiva said. The design is very good. Ambience is very good. Lighting and ventilation is excellent. And it's very spacious. And the special mention is about the water management system, right? 2 years back, there was a lot of water crisis in the city. And Perumbakam, even in Perumbakam, the apartments which are next to our, they were buying the water, right? Fortunately, our apartment, we didn't face that problem. Good. It's a good experience. And if I look back, I think I made a very good decision. Thanks for that, Shiva.
Thank you, Rajendran. Now going to the topic, we'll probably have our friends